Guys, Paul
and Ryan.
PA Outdoors couple. Sorry, I gotta move you like this. There's 3 tunnels. Three tunnels. One's got creek, one's got mud, and one's got lots of traffic.
Road.
3 tunnels right in a row. And this is the Twin Valley tunnels outside of Downingtown, Pennsylvania. The Dart told us to come this way, and this way we have cameted.
And this is what we come to explore.
Yes. Now look at these tunnels. Yeah, I guess you could just sneak around. That's muddy though, but it did say in a lot of the things that generally that both tunnels will have water in them. So, but that's cool.
This is the one that's actual water.
Yeah.
But it's stinky water.
Yeah.
It doesn't move very fast.
Still gonna look into it though. Still, I mean, you just got a good pair of boots you don't care about. Have a great time doing this though. That's why I think I had boots in the back of the truck, but I'm not sure. And this one though, it just water through here. You have to come up and over. Whoop. Up and over. I see a lot of people walk this way. Got to take your time. Yep. So there is a little bit of a sticky, icky path. Are we okay? Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Walk the path, walk the path. Okay, now we're in the tunnel. Oh, fish. This is the first tunnel we've ever went through where we totally forgot all kinds of flashlight. Yeah. This is interesting. It seems like this was like, I don't know if this is just flood debris of like this sediment or they put it in here. I'm not sure.
No,
Oh, and this is a really weird structure. So these tunnels are basically, would you say there's 6 tunnels?
3. Well,
Well,
I don't know if
it's
they're all split. The one we drove through was one tunnel split, and then
Another
the second tunnel direct like 10 feet out.
Right. So these might be one long tunnel.
There is light.
Yes.
That, I don't know if that's the end or the middle.
It's dark, but once you actually acclimate yourself and look in the tunnel, it's not that dark in here. But if you just look into the tunnel.
Oh, that's the end. So these aren't split.
These aren't split, but the other
Just
ones
the
are.
road one. Yeah. Well, the road one also had electricity.
Mm-hmm.
Well, let's see what's here on our feet. Let's see if I can put my flashlight on and get any light.
That'd be perfect.
Yeah, that doesn't help much.
This is so bright now.
This did not help me much at all.
Another...
But we can get through this.
Yeah.
This isn't too bad.
No, it's just
You're going to get
mucky.
stuck in the mucka.
Okay, so we got to figure out the best way to travel.
I think right here.
And we're going to have to clean our feetsies before we go fine dining.
Oh, right.
We're actually staying in a very beautiful hotel.
Historic. Mm-hmm.
Historic hotel. The Dulling Kurtz house. And we have a beautiful room.
The dolly.
The Dolly, yep. And we're going to go to the bar restaurant. I brought a dress shirt just in case.
Well, we're not sitting
We're gonna
anywhere but the bar
We're
because
going right to the bar.
we've got boots on.
We got boots on.
It's that time.
Yep. And we'll make sure we clean them off the best we can and go to the bar first, not track it into a nice hotel. So. But yeah, we did a lot of stuff today. So we enjoyed the Port Clinton Hotel today as well. And we went to the peanut shop.
Of course.
The candy shop in Port Clinton, which you definitely need to go to. There is a large turkey, completely solid chocolate turkey with my name on it. So that might be coming home with me tomorrow. And now we're here. Bringing you guys another abandoned tunnel.
Another
one for the books. This one doesn't seem as echoey as the...
No, I think it's the floor.
Okay, the floor is sucking it up.
I think, because some of the ones that we've been in that were like rail trails that were like solid,
yeah,
are definitely echoey. This one's not very long. You can see out. It looked really dark from the other side.
Yeah, really dark.
Limestone drops from the top. Look at those bacons.
Yeah, this is a living. It's basically a living tunnel now. A living cave, man-made living cave.
Yeah, it's not very echoey. Good question. Why?
Yeah.
I think it's the substrate.
Because
I do think it must have been dumped here.
We've even been in short caves or short tunnels that are echoey. You know. So it's not the length of the tunnel.
Something's growing in here. These greens are growing up in here.
Up in here. All right, now let's get ourselves.
Careful with your camera.
Okay, Belle. Okay. So now we're on the creek side. Creek side. Now I would just bring some boots you don't care about and have a great time in there though. And see, this one's 2 tunnels. No, maybe not. Maybe it's built the same way. There's a little light in there, so. Oh yeah, skipping stones time.
It smells dirty. This is not moving water.
Well, it's barely moving, but
Yeah,
it's moving.
barely.
Yeah.
Well, there's a lot of dirt here we're standing on too.
Right.
It smells like it was like flood.
Flood
if
water.
you've ever been through a flood, yes, it's the remnants of flood.
But this is I'm sorry, I don't know if I can zoom out anymore.
And all these are covered in mud, so you can't even see any
Fossils.
fossils.
Here's one. Right there. See it in
Okay,
there?
I lie.
You can see that in there, that hole.
I don't see anything.
Okay, good.
It's too muddy.
And if you see, this one probably has a bunch of good stuff in there.
In it.
Mm-hmm.
You'll break it.
Yep, we'll have to break it open. These kind of creeks definitely will have the fossils. But we're here for the tunnels.
Yeah,
I'm just trying to...
Found it.
Yep, found it.
Walk through it.
First, because you can't even really, if you're not paying attention, you never see these other 2 tunnels.
No, because they're dropped lower than of course, the road. I mean, you can see where
Yeah.
we're at.
You literally just go right through 2 tunnels and you're like, hey, wait, I thought there was supposed to be 3. You know, and then we had to come back. We're like, oh, there they are.
Twin tunnels, is that just because it's broken in half and you drive through it twice?
Yeah, that was funny. We had to like double check ourselves. Like, wait, what? Yeah, let's get a good old screenshot picture. You can't see all 3 from down here though. You can only see 2. There we go. Hey Ryan, you want to go over there and be a glamour girl for me?
Oh, you know I do.
Yep. That's good. Excellent, thank you. I'll get the screenshot for that. For the old channel. Beautiful day.
Yeah.
It's cool in the tunnels, it's nice. It's almost 80 degrees out here. There are fish. I just saw something hit, so there are fish in this creek. The creek's really low, but a fish just hit over there, so there's fish in this creek too. A lot of shale. You can see all the shale deposit. That way, this is definitely good fossil rock. Yeah. You're gonna have to spend time. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Yep. Crack this thing open. Get into that. Look at it right there.
Yeah, half of it.
Right there.
Drop it. See if you can break it open.
All right. That's funny. That was a freshwater fossil I just saw. See, these might actually need the hammer and chisel to open this thing up. And I actually just saw through the camera, I saw a shell, but that was a newer shell. That wasn't an old shell. Look at that. Let me see that.
Is that a stone?
Let me see it.
This might be metal.
Might be metal?
Look at how it...
Yeah, that might be metal. I'm not sure. We're near We're near a town,
Yeah.
so a lot of probably trash and stuff, but there are some cool stuff in here to be found for sure. Sweet.
Limestone.
Lime.
That's why it's this way.
And did you look at the bottom
I just
of it?
broke this open.
Did you look at the bottom of it? Because it looks like there's...
It came off the wall.
Cool. All right. Yeah, there's a lot of cool stuff here to be looking through. Awesome. The trip to Downingtown.
Yeah, look at these layers.
More.
The same limestone piece I threw.
Oh, wow.
It is
See
like
the
cave
focus.
bacon, isn't it?
Yeah, it does. Look at all these different layers. Mineral layers and stuff. That's insane. That's awesome. Huge limestone and marble deposits in this area. So this might be good, a gemstone finding area, maybe. Oh, found a buggy?
No, it fell out of my hands. I want to take it.
No, take it to the limit.
Are you done down here?
Yeah. Yeah. Let's get some more look on these caves. Tunnels. I keep calling them caves. I'm sorry.
May I paint this limestone
See if I can get over here. Give you guys a better look. They're not falling apart at all. They're in really good condition.
Yeah. They are.
I'm assuming there was some kind of structural dam that was put in place or something that caused the water to reside and be, because I'm assuming this had 4 feet of water in each one of them at some point in time. Because this whole thing's a creek valley.
I don't recall if I read about that. That they dammed it up or anything.
Yeah. So,
Cool.
yeah, very cool. Or maybe because it was just so wide they had to make 2 arches because of the width of it.
But there's no water coming through it anymore.
Yeah,
So they must have diverted it.
somehow. Well, if anyone knows, if anyone's from this area that knows that, just please let us know why there isn't this amount of water. Because we.
Film the walk back here?
Yep, I'm gonna film it. Here's a heart. I found a heart. There you go. PA Outdoors couple, baby.
Word.
Get outdoors. And we're not that muddy, which is good.
No.
Nothing like a little clean won't fix. She's a lot more muddy now.
Yeah.
I jinxed her. Total jinxed. And of course, the cool graffiti. And this is like names and tags and art more so than the normal stuff we've seen.
Yeah, actually, nice tunnel.
Really nice tunnel.
I'll have to say thank you for the bacon
Thank you for the bacon.
tunnel. I will take this if you'll let me. Okay.
That's, yeah, a concrete or... I think that might be concrete. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I don't see anything. It's heavy.
Heavy. Yeah, look at all the stalactites up there starting to form. Real long ones. They look like icicles already.
Yeah, which takes a long time to form,
Right.
but it is mineral-rich ground.
Well,
We'll have to do
they
some more reading.
well they say that these like calcium deposits, stalactites, you know, a quarter of an inch every 100 years, right? But maybe they're adding the level of depth that water has to travel too.
Yeah, it's true.
And these, you only have to travel a few feet instead of a few hundred feet
Yes,
or
but
whatever.
this is not nearly as old as the caves.
No.
The caves we've
Of course
walked
not.
through.
Of course not. But it is interesting to see these calcium-rich deposits forming already. Miller Lite.
Buildups.
Yeah.
Just like the cave.
Yeah, it does. It just reminds you of a man-made living cave. Woo.
Where are we going? Which way did we come in?
I think we came this way. 'Cause it started
Looks
getting,
less squishy.
yeah, it started getting squishy, so we moved to the one side.
Ooh, I just got kissed.
Cave kiss.
Yep.
Tunnel
Tunnel.
kiss. Tunnel kiss.
Tunnel smooch.
Tunnel smooch. There you go. And again, that's the other side. Love the cameras though, because the cameras really brighten it up. So they look good on the camera. It's just nice. It's a lot darker in the realities.
I like the double layer of big block with the
No, it's a really,
railing,
yeah,
and
I
then
agree.
The brick
No,
and they're up.
really well made. Well made, not falling in, not dangerous at all. Don't feel dangerous at all. You're just gonna muck your boots up a bit.
Yeah, I don't know how the rainfall was down here, but this doesn't look too flooded.
No, and it's been raining on and off pretty well lately, so. All right, we're gonna exit tunnel number 2, the middle tunnel. And then we'll tell you a creepy story. So if you do not like nasty, creepy, reality, bad stuff stories, do not listen after this. And we'll say cheers and get outdoors. Thanks for joining us, PA Outdoors Couple. And now we'll set you up and tell you the other thing. Be right back. And here's the other cave, the other tunnel. And as you can see, it's split. So we're gonna do a drive-through with Marge so you can see the inside of this tunnel.
You don't want to walk?
No, not with the vehicles. I'm gonna drive through anyway. But we'll do a drive-through video for sure.
Okay.
And here we go. This is what it looks like when a car drives through.
Oh, the police officer.
The police officer just drove through. Don't come back.
We're on.
All right, guys. Time for Marge to drive through. Lights are on. Let's go.
This is the other side. We parked on the opposite side. We're coming back through tunnel number 1.
Tunnel number 2.
I mean, I guess it is open on the top, but it really wasn't open on the sides. Bye-bye.
Okay, guys. So we are done doing our tour.
We made it through.
We made it through. How about that? That's a cool place. You should definitely check this out, huh?
It was a nice tunnel.
Bring boots you don't care about and have a great time. And extra socks.
Yeah.
So, an interesting bit of cold case trivia about this area. History. Thank you. I was a little
Maybe folklore.
Oh, it's a real thing. So
It's
I don't
real?
know. Yeah, it's a real thing.
Okay.
So in 1995, apparently, a suitcase was found outside of the entrance, one of the entrances of this tunnel. In it was the remains, unfortunately, of a human body, a female. They called her Jane Doe. I think it was Jane Doe, they called her. Because, of course, didn't know who she was. And then later, sometime later, they actually found the rest of her, which were her legs, they think that's hers, in another county over, township over, county over. So, creepy stuff. Not good. Cold case. He was never caught. She was never identified of who she was. Little trivia for me, because I'm a little horror movie guy. That suitcase ending, putting it on the road and driving away, is the end of Portrait of Henry, Portrait of a Serial Killer. I don't know if it was a copycat thing from that, but interesting as heck and completely horrible. So there you go. We wanted to give you a little PSA, like, hey, by the way, if you don't like stories like this, and now, you got the story now, right?
One of the things I read said someone had hung themselves in the middle of one of these tunnels.
Really? Wow.
Had a baby in her arm.
And hung herself.
Hung herself, and when she hung, the baby dropped and died. That was the story.
Now
that
that's really horrible. Look at that. Look, these tunnels have such weird history. Now I'm assuming because of these grisly things happening over the history of this tunnel, it's got to have some ghosts, right? it's got to be a crybaby bridge style tunnel where you can hear voices when there's no one there, things like that. But it's in a really fast-paced area, as you can tell. So
There's
be
a lot
safe.
of traffic here.
Absolutely. This is basically the only pullover for the access to the bridge. If you do come here, be safe. Just be safe. Be mindful of the two-way traffic.
There's enough for your car on one side.
You could probably fit 2 vehicles right here.
Smaller ones.
2 small vehicles. We have 1 Marge, and you're on top of Marge right now. So.
Figure out.
But anyway, we came down here to do this, and it's been did. So I'm really happy about it. Onward and upward. We're going to have a nice night in the Dueling Kurt's house tonight, and we're going to go to the tavern and bar. And we'll see you later on the next one. This has been Paul.
And Ryan.
PA Outdoors Couple. Cheers.
Get outdoors.
Boom.